Hello everyone, my name is Keandre from So Hordie. Welcome to another episode of The Rundown, a Filthy Casual's guide to World of Warcraft, and the Filthy Casual is me. This is a weekly video series I do where I touch on some of the big Blizzard and WoW news for the week and tell you what's coming up in-game for the coming week. In Blizzard news this week, once again, most of our news comes out of the PTR. There is a lot going on the PTR right now, guys, as we are getting closer and closer to the release of the mount patch. The mount patch is looking like a hell of a patch, you guys, and I don't know about you, but I am actually starting to get really hyped, especially for the 30,000 or so new mounts, 5 more of which we learned about this week, including the hilariously named Male Muncher. The thing is ugly as sin, but I actually kind of want it just because the name cracks me up. The other mounts announced this week were the Vulpura Caravan Hyena, the Uncorrupted Voidwing, the Wriggling Parasite, and the Malevolent Drone. A fun little tidbit for World PvP lovers was discovered this week on the PTR. You can actually earn a toy that will allow you to kill your own faction in World PvP by turning you into a Servant of N'Zoth. You first have to achieve the Alliance or Horde Assassin rank by killing 10 players of the opposing faction in War Mode, and then you'll be offered a quest to kill 10 players of your own faction with the help of a quest item that turns you into a Servant of N'Zoth. If you accomplish this, then you'll earn a toy that will allow you to turn into a Servant of N'Zoth without having to reach the Assassin rank in the future. There was, of course, more raid boss testing and the reveal that Mythic N'Zoth has a secret last phase. Blizz also announced that all tanks will be getting a passive bonus threat modifier in the mount patch, but there will no longer be any bonus threat for each unlocked Heart of Azeroth slot. A cutscene from the Wraithion questline that will eventually reward our legendary Cloak of Grinding was released this week. It takes place in the Blackwing Descent portion of the questline. I read a very brief description of what takes place during the scene, and I think it's going to be pretty epic, you guys. I didn't watch it, of course, because spoilers, but we will link the article with the video in it if you want to watch it for yourself. Speaking of Wraithion, there will be a Black Dragon Scale Backpack Transmoggable Cloak available to purchase from Wraithion for the low price of just 40,000 corrupted mementos. I'm not sure at the rate of which you're able to earn corrupted mementos in the horrific visions, but 40,000 sounds like an awful lot. So I think that's going to take a minute. Classic's honor system, as well as Classic in general, continues to be a little bit buggy, and Blizzard addressed several issues this past week in blue posts, including marks of honor lasting too long in mailboxes, issues with calculating last Monday's honor, and incorrect scaling with the Rune Blade of Baron Rivendare proc. It seems the new patch was a little bit wonky, so sorry Classic players. Hopefully nothing has been too game-breaking, and I'm sure the team has been working diligently to get all those issues fixed. This week in WoW, this week's bonus event will be the Arena Skirmish bonus event. Upon logging in, you will receive the Sign of the Skirmisher buff, which increases your honor gain in arena skirmishes by 50%. If you are level 120, you can pick up the quest The Arena Calls from your Adventurer's Journal or from your capital city. Winning 10 arena skirmishes will award you a Steel Strongbox, an Aspirant's Equipment Cache, 750 Azerite, and 65 Conquest. I would just like to note that unless you really enjoy PvP, and arenas in particularly, don't expose yourself to this, you guys. You will just end up frustrated, and then you'll be mad at me, and you'll be like, Keandre, why the bloody hell did you tell me to do this? This is not fun. And I didn't tell you to do it, friend. I really didn't. I'm cautioning you against it right now, and I am not responsible for your life choices. The Feast of Wintervale kicks off this week, beginning Monday, December 16th, and running through Thursday, January 2nd. Wintervale is an absolute doozy of a holiday event, you guys. There's a ton of things to do and a lot of things to collect, from achievements to recipes to pets, toys, and a pretty freaking cool and very rare Grumpus mount. Also remember that completing all of the achievements and getting that Merrymaker title is part of the big meta achievement for What a Long Strange Trip It's Been, if you're still on a mission to get that glorious purple dragon, the Violet Proto-Drake. There is so much involved and so much to do for this holiday. I'm not even going to try and touch on all of it, but we will have a complete guide from Wowhead listed below. The Blizzard 15th anniversary event is still ongoing for a couple more weeks, guys, so you do still have time to take advantage of the XP and the reputation buffs and level up some of those alts if you're still wanting to do that. I am still working on it. I almost have alt number 10. In Mythic Plus Affix news, first of all, I would just like to apologize because my Affix report has been off the last couple of weeks. The site that I was using to get my information wasn't updating properly, and as a result, I had incorrect affixes listed the last 2 weeks. I'm really sorry about that. I have since found a new site for my information, and hopefully all of my future Mythic Plus Affix reports will be correct, and I can help you better prepare for what to expect the coming week. So with that said, this week, your affixes are scheduled to be level 2, Tyrannical. Bosses have 40% more health and do 15% increased damage. Level 4, Bursting. When slain, non-boss enemies explode, causing all players to suffer 10% of their max health and damage over 4 seconds, and that effect does stack. Level 7, Skittish. Enemies pay far less attention to the threat being generated by tanks. And level 10 is Beguiling. In We So Hordie news, we still only have a couple submissions for our Transmog finalists for our Transmog Grand Final, guys. Remember, the Grand Final is a special Transmog contest for the 6 previous winners of our regular Transmog contests throughout the year. The category for this Grand Final was Cosplay. Thank you so much to our finalists who have submitted an entry, and we hope to get one from the rest of you guys soon. Remember, the deadline for those entries is December 29th. This week, Louie posted a video on our Facebook page detailing a couple of changes to our cookie contest. Due to some real life stuff happening, we are not going to be able to get those cookies out before Christmas like we had hoped to. So we're extending the deadline for entries until December 27th. Remember, you can get entered for a chance to win a dozen yummy homemade cookies by sending us either a physical card or an item or an e-card. The addresses to send those to, as always, is listed in our FAQ, which we will, as always, have linked below, along with the link to our Facebook page, the Hordie Grotto, which is our Facebook community page, and all of the relevant Wowhead links detailing in full all the things that I talked about today. Once again, guys, thank you so much for a great week. Thank you so much for all of your continued love and support. We absolutely would not be here without you, and we appreciate you all more than we can say. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and be cool to each other.